My name is Juliet Feibel. I'm the Executive Director of ArtsWorcester. I arrived in Worcester in the spring of 2007 when my husband had joined the faculty of Clark University. ArtsWorcester's job is to exhibit and promote local contemporary artists. Our local is growing. We're a little more regional at this point, but our core focus is Greater Worcester. We have a gamut of programs that support artists and move their careers along. So most artists join ArtsWorcester and membership is open to everybody. It's $55 a year. If you don't have the money, we have a fund to support that. People start usually with our member exhibits. We have 3 of them a year and they're open to everybody. They are enormous. They are now topping over 100 works in a show. They tend to have very big tent themes if they have any theme at all, because that's where people start and that's where they get their experience of putting work on the wall. For people that are really engaged in moving their career along, we offer workshops that provide the professional education they need, things like accounting for artists and how to write an artist statement, the toolkit that they need to move their career forward. For artists that are at a midpoint of their career, we offer solo exhibits, and that's a very competitive process. But once again, they're getting that solo show career marker they need to take it elsewhere. Our collaboration with the Fitchburg Art Museum is a perfect meld of some of these. It's an open member show that they help, their collection inspires us. That's the call part of the call and response. Our member exhibit tends to be enormous because what happens is their curatorial staff comes and selects out 10 works from our member exhibits for a show there. So that is a perfect example of how our membership can start anywhere and end up potentially with a museum credential.
My name is Zlody. I was born and raised in Worcester. I've left a few times, but I keep coming back. I am the co-founder and co-director of Start on the Street, which is Central Massachusetts' largest arts and cultural festival, right here on Park Ave, third Sunday in September. I'm the program and event coordinator for visual and performing arts at Clark University, and I served for 6 years on the Worcester Arts Council. I see Worcester as only getting more creative over time, and especially as we become more and more a bedroom town to say Boston, because now with high-speed rail, lower housing rates, that sort of thing, where people are going to be looking at us, so we need to just continue to bolster that creativity. I think that starting off, say even as doing a festival like Start in the Street, is a really great way to get established. You learn how to sell your work, you learn how to display your work, you learn how to talk about the work that you do, and I think that that's very important as an artist, that you need to be able to communicate those things. Making sure that you reach out to the artist community. There are a number of places, like 97 Webster Street has a lot of working artists who have worked hard to establish themselves, and they will give you great advice, and they will tell you where cheap space is, or who to reach out to for this and that. But I have great hope that the arts will continue to thrive and flourish in Worcester, because the city does understand how important it is, not just on a creative level, but on an economic level. And we have to look at that as well, that the arts create economy. You need to talk to people and figure out what you can do and what you can't do in the area. But I think talking to people who have already done some established stuff can help you ease your way into getting what you need. You want to be an artist in the city? Make sure you're being consistent when you reach out to people, get back to them, ask for collaboration, look at spaces where you can be creative, and always ask if you could do something, because the only thing that people can ever say to you is no. So if you say to the city, can I have a fashion show in Elm Park? All they can say is no, but you've at least asked.
I'm Honee Hess. I'm the Executive Director of the Worcester Center for Craft. And I came to Worcester in 1986 to begin a job at the Worcester Art Museum. I grew up in New Orleans, and I lived in Iowa for a while before coming to Worcester. And I came to Worcester because I wanted to live and to work in an urban area. The Worcester Center for Crafts is now our goal, and our mission is to sustain craft as an important part of our community. We help sustain craft by creating visibility in a marketplace for artists. So our gallery store represents over probably 200 American artists in all sorts of mediums. And then our gallery, we have 8 or 9 shows a year. One of the things that motivates me more than anything else is taking artistic resources and helping people understand how creative expression, art, whatever you want to call it, how that can really help you develop as a person and create community. That there are all sorts of wonderful things that occur. So my work at the Craft Center is an extension, I think, of how I've lived my life in Worcester, and that is trying to know everything that's going on, trying to take the resources of the place that I work, in this case the Craft Center, and to connect them to individuals and to groups in the community so that those resources that we have here can really be used to help develop people's voice, develop their sense of self, and to really help them create a better community.